I feel like I've played like decent. You know, I'm not ever going to be like satisfied with how I play. I have high expectations for myself. I want to average like 60 yards if I can. You know, but over the past few games, I feel all right, but I don't feel satisfied. You know, I want to become more consistent. I want to help the defense out as much as I can. I want to put them in a really good position.
Can you take us back to, I guess, your recruitment with Michigan a bit? It seemed like it was a little bit of a whirlwind, you know, you signing.
Yeah, for sure. I'll start before that. So it was about before my senior season. I went to a kicking camp, and the University of Nevada ended up reaching out to me after that kicking camp, and within a few months I committed to them. I enjoyed the way they recruited me. And then over Thanksgiving, there was they let go Coach Napoleon, the head coach, and then thus they fired everyone else, or they let go everyone else, and I decommitted from them. But that was during a dead period, so all the coaches weren't able to reach out to you and talk to you. So I ended up going to more camps and trying to gain more exposure and stuff like that. And it was about January when things started to pick up again, and it was within the last month of recruiting. I had a couple Big Ten schools reach out to me, and I think it was since Christmas, I didn't have a weekend home until February 1st. I was taking visits and talking to schools and stuff like that. But Michigan came into play within like the last 2 weeks of recruiting, and I evaluated them based on the people and the school and the opportunity, and I evaluated every school on that platform, and Michigan was my top school. So
Now that period after you decommitted and it was a dead period, I mean, was that stressful for you at all with the uncertainty regarding your future?
More or less, but I try to stay like level-headed. My parents gave me good advice, and just they reassured me that something would happen. I could walk on somewhere, so something was going to happen. So.
Did you ever think Michigan would come into the picture?
To be completely honest, I was pretty shocked at first, but I knew a couple kicking coaches who had connections here, and ended up talking to a few coaches. Ended up throwing my name into the pile. So I don't know. I'm just glad it happened, honestly.
How did they reach out to you? Did they call you out of the blue?
Yeah. One night it was like 2 weeks before signing day. Coach Harbaugh called my dad actually, and it was pretty funny. He called him by his first name. He goes, my dad answers the phone, goes, "Hello?" And Coach Harbaugh goes, "Jim Harbaugh, Michigan." And my dad goes, "Oh, hey, Jim." And his voice cracked, and it was priceless. Me and my brother were sitting in the other room just making fun of him, but it was great. But within the last 2 weeks of, everything happened so fast. You know, then Coach Partridge and Coach Jay visited my school, and I was able to talk to them and sit down with them, and it all happened so fast. It was unbelievable. I mean, I'm just happy I'm here.
Obviously, you don't like seeing Will Hart lose his job, but how good did it feel when you took over, the starting punting duties? I mean,
I wouldn't say it's not guaranteed right now. Like, we're still fighting every single day. Like Coach Harbaugh says, it's a meritocracy. Like my position's not one. It's not guaranteed. So I wouldn't say he's necessarily lost. He's still in the battle. We're battling every single day, but I'm going to continue to do my best and earn my spot every week.
Was that the expectation? You saw Kenny was departing and they had a spot open. Did you expect to compete this early?
Yeah, ideally. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I hoped for. So.
Brett, are you comfortable yet? I mean, it's just first season. You're still getting used to everything.
Listening to Coach Harbaugh speak, he said it takes about 21 days for it to feel like home. So, I'm feeling pretty comfortable. Yeah, I enjoy it here. Are you talking about as far as like school, or are you talking about
on the field?
On the field? Oh yeah, I feel 100% comfortable.
What kind of challenge was it were you doing any of the directional punting before in high school, or is that something new once you got here?
Yeah, it was definitely new. overall, it was like the whole coaching of punters, you know, having a special teams coordinator, that was new to me. I showed my coach in high school, I guess I was like, look, I can do a pooch punt, I can go directional. He goes, no, just kick the crap out of the ball. That was my high school advice, but it's definitely, it changed when I got here. It was, expectations were way up here, you know, especially with, like I said, Kenny Allen leaving and him being as good as he was, you know, so.
What's the furthest you've kicked the crap out of?
In game or out of game?
Out of game.
Out of game? I mean, the wind at my back, right conditions, you know. I mean, I've hit one like probably 70 in the air that's rolled to the other goal line, you know, like.
I know they said Quinn has kicked some pretty long field goals in practice. Do you and him ever have, you know, competition to see who can kick the ball farthest?
Oh yeah. We constantly we chip at each other, go back and forth, say we're gonna take each other's jobs and say stuff like that. I told him I'm gonna kick field goals. He told me he's gonna take my job. I mean, it's all good fun. Like it's yeah. He has a boot. he has a big leg too.
Time for one or two more for Brad.
Your ability to kick that like have hang time, do you think that kind of set you apart from the rest of the guys? Because you seem like to have impressive hang time, and all your punts, they just seem to hang up there forever and knock them down. So you think that kind of sets you apart from everyone else?
Yeah. You know, part of it's punting was way different from kicking. A phrase I heard while going to camps is like kickers are like dime a dozen. A lot of guys can kick, but not a lot of guys can punt. You know, it's hard to find guys who can punt. It's like you either have a 5-second hang time, which is like that's like the upper level. You know, you either have a 5-second in your leg or you don't. I mean, it's just the way it goes. There's a couple guys in the country. I know a couple of my buddies are the same caliber. They can hit 5-second hang times and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd say it definitely like it's a factor that sets you apart.
Kickers dream of kicking game-winning kicks. What do punters dream of?
Punters dream of, you know, that like that perfect pooch punt where you pin them right down on the one. You know, we could also dream of getting that big hit on the sideline. You know, you don't ever want to make a tackle as a punter, but like just dreaming of hitting somebody, just knocking somebody out of bounds or knocking their head off. You know.
Have you done that?
In high school, I made a couple tackles, but I mean.
You look up to Pat McAfee in that regard?
Oh yeah, for sure, for the brand.
Did you put on your highlight reel, your huddle?
No, that was when I was a kickoff guy, so I didn't put any of that on my huddle. But another one, bad snap, you run for a touchdown. I did that one in high school, and that was on my huddle. 90-yarder, there you go.
90 yards, wow.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That's incredible.
It was funny. It was fun. Last game of the season, it was good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Senior year?
Yep, senior year, last game of the season. First career touchdown as a punter. So, yeah.